Today on The Struggling Guitarist, I'm going to struggle through My Sharona by the Knack. I'll see you there. Ooh. Okay, I love this song. It's no wonder it was like #1 for 6 weeks on the Billboard Top 100 singles. The riff is super catchy and is something that gets easily stuck in your head. It's awesome. In addition to that, it's a ton of fun to play. We actually get to do a lot of slides here, and that just makes it good fun. Anyway, I think we should get started. So to start this, we're actually going to start with a bar chord. We're going to start by being up here on the 3rd fret of the A string, and we're going to use our middle finger to hold down the B, the G, and the D strings on the 5th fret. We're going to strum that 3 times. Then we're going to scoot down, staying on those same strings, to the 1 and the 3s. So rhythmically, the way we'll play this is 1 and 2 and 3 and... What's happening here is there's an intro section. That's the first part of the guitar. Now that you've got it, remember that because you're going to see it in the next part as well. Okay, now on to the verse. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to the big E string and we're going to slide from the 2 to the 3, like this. Next, we're going to follow up with 1 additional strum on that 3. Next, we're going to move our ring finger down to the 5th fret of the D string. And we are going to play that twice. Now we're going to alternate back and forth between those 2 notes twice. Then we're going to play I'm going to call it the E3, right, just for ease. We're going to play the E3 twice and the D5 once. So the way that's going to sound is it's going to be like this. Let's speed that up a little bit. You can start to hear it. So for the second part of this, we're going to start just like we did before. We're going to slide from the 2 to the 3 and do an additional hit on that big E, 3rd fret. We're going to go back to our normal position on the 5th fret of the D string. We're going to play that twice. Back to the E, 1 time and 1 time on that D. Then remember the intro part? We're going to go back to that bar chord and... So the way that's going to sound is... So now let's put those 2 pieces together. We'll do it nice and slow. Yeah, now you can really hear that song. That's the riff. That's the catchy part of this tune. Let's do it again, just a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And like that, you're done with a verse. So on to the chorus lead. And the chorus is basically two different parts. Well, let me rephrase that. There's multiple guitarists playing here. There's the lead guitarist and there's a rhythm guitarist. I'm gonna go with the lead guitarist for this chorus, and for the next time we are gonna learn the chorus for the rhythm because I think that's a blast as well. We're gonna do them both. So remember how we went. Well, this time we're gonna do doubles on all these notes. So first up, we're gonna start with a 2 to 3 slide, add that extra 3, and do a double D. Now, we're gonna do this 3 times through. On the 4th time, we are gonna just do 1 less D. So it's gonna sound like this. 2, 3, 4. Didn't mean to do that. Again. 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to take our third finger, we're on the 3rd fret here of this big E, and we're going to slide all the way up to the 6. And we're going to continue on with those doubles onto the 6 and the 8. So yeah, so the way this is going to go is it's going to sound like this. We're going to go down and we're going to make a bar chord, just like we did before, on the A strings, on the 3, and the 5s on the other 3 strings there. We're going to play that twice. We're going to shift this up to the 6 and the 8s, play that twice. We're going to do the 10 and the 12s once and do a slide. So. Okay, again, just this time a little bit faster. And at this point, we go right back into the riff. Now, I will make one small correction here. After you do this slide, instead of doing the 2 to 3 slide up, because you're repeating the riff, we're just going to play the 3 twice. That's just the way it works because you're doing the slide down. There was no need to do that small slide up. I'm sure you could if you wanted to, but everything I've seen, the way my teacher has taught it to me, is those are individual notes there. So one more time. And perfect. Just like that, you're done with the chorus lead. I think we should go into the chorus rhythm next. So on to the chorus rhythm. Now, as I mentioned before, there are actually multiple guitar parts. We've been playing the lead part, which is a lot of fun. That's where the cool riff comes from, everything else. However, I really do like the rhythm when it comes to the chorus. So what I need to mention here is this is almost identical in rhythm to what we just played as the chorus lead. So we're going to start down here in our usual position. We're going to slide from the 2 to the 3. But instead of doing the usual doubles, and sliding up to the 6 and the 8, what we're going to do here is we're just going to make a power chord. We're going to do it on the 3rd fret of the E string and the 5th fret of the A string. Once again, remember, it's the same rhythm. So we're going to slide up from the 2 to the 3 into the power chord. Now slide up to the 6 and the 8. Back to the... See how that's working? Let's try it one more time. Whoop. Congratulations, you just learned my Sharona. Let's move on. So let's go ahead and play this song. Instead of playing the whole 4-minute thing, why don't we play a shortened version? Something like this. So what you can see here is we're going to start with that intro and go into the riff and the verse and play that 3 times through. Now, just for the record, this is exactly how it's played on the album. So this is right on line with the song. We're good to go. Next up, we'll go into the chorus lead. We'll play that 1 time through. Then we'll do the riff verse again, but this time we're only going to play it twice through. In the song, it plays it 3 times through, but when I was practicing this, it just seemed a little long for what we're doing here. So let's keep it twice through. After that, we'll go through the chorus rhythm. We'll do that once, and then we'll end with the riff or the verse 1 time through, and we're going to cut out, we're going to staccato it when we do. Once again, this is just like they do in the song. They end really quickly on that beat. Now, one thing I want to point out here is that this song is blazing fast, and I mean blazing fast. It's at about 150 beats per minute. It's pretty hardcore. I personally cannot keep up with that. That is just too fast. So what I've done for cleanliness is I've slowed it down to 135 beats per minute. If you can do it faster, please, please, please do. This is pushing my limits if I want to actually be able to play it. Anyway, are you ready? Let's get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So thanks for helping me struggle through my Sharona today. What a great song and a great riff. It's so catchy, it's so playful, it's fantastic. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you next time on The Struggling Guitarist.